Hello my friends, and welcome to the response section of Ask an Older Man. Now, what's the sense of having a channel that's called Ask an Older Man and you don't respond to anything? Now that I'm just hitting 30,000 followers, holy crap. Well, I'm telling you, had no idea this would have exploded. This is within 2.5 months. This is pretty insane. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you so much for your support. And of course, please now hit that like button so that this algorithm can just take me to the next level so that you guys can enjoy and learn from over half a century of knowledge that has been packed into this thing here. My goal is to get as much of this knowledge out of here into there so that you could learn not to make any of the mistakes I've made in life, and to help you see your future. Young men, the only way you can see your future is to talk to older men. That's what I did when I was younger. So I'm telling you, anytime you're in doubt and you need help, just ask an older guy. Find out from his experience. But make sure you ask intelligent, open-minded older men, because I can tell you one thing. There's a lot of closed-minded older men out there that just have not moved from the dark ages. Men who just don't have the ability to be fluid and to learn more as they get older. So I have been fortunate enough to have had the education and the know-how to actually move with life. So hit that like button. If you're new here, please subscribe. Today, I want to respond to a few of the comments that has been made on my most popular video. 1.4 million views.
I get paid $31 an hour. I date men above my caliber. So right now, I'm at $70,000 a year. He got to be at $100,000. Why would I want a man that could barely provide the same lifestyle that I could provide for myself?
I want you guys to learn 3 things from this video that you just watched. 1, women are hypergamous. Women never date down or look for a man below them or on their level. They always go at least 30% up. 2, she's a selfish woman. What she's saying is her money is her money. His money is her money as well. That means that she doesn't see any addition. That brings us to point number 3. Let's just say she finds a really nice guy that she gets along with, good heart, good everything, but he makes less than her. Let's just say hypothetically he makes $50,000. Now combine that with her $70,000. That's a household that now earns $120,000 a year and live very comfortably together because they're splitting expenses. But her brain cannot comprehend that. All she sees is his money. Stay away from women like this. 1.4 million views, and how old is this video? I'll put it up there, but it's pretty incredible. You know, from some guy who just giving you some general knowledge. But we want to focus on hypergamy. I know a lot of you have not even heard of this word until you sort of came into the manosphere, into the realm where you learn about what men think and how women think. Listen, back in my day, the conversations that we used to have like this were all done in barbershops. Were all done in gyms, in the locker rooms. These were conversations where men came together and communicated like men. When I try to explain to my wife, 18 years we've been married, that she has no idea how men really speak to each other. She gets upset with me. She just feels like I'm lying, like I'm not telling her the truth now. And I said, you have no clue. Men do not talk to women the way they talk to other men. It just don't happen. Because women would go nuts. We lie to women all the time. And that's a whole other video, and that's coming. Because I did a short on that as well. I'll link it here. But women have no idea how men think, because we don't share those thoughts with them. This is the reality of the life we live in. So anyway, hypergamy. So you heard the clip in the beginning. There's one thing that really frustrates me about people on the internet who write comments. So many people attack the character of the person, the physical appearance of the person, instead of just addressing the subject. I just don't get it. Oh, these ears, I've been called elf, I've been asked if I'm out of Lord of the Rings. I've been asked so many things about my ears. Well, I'm used to it because I've been having to deal with it right through my childhood. I find it hilarious. But the fact that people actually bring it up when we're trying to have a serious discussion about serious issues is mind-blowing. People attack people's character instead of listening to the message. One of my great messages to you today: don't get so bogged down with the messenger. Listen to the message. Person's message will give you much more substance than the person themselves. Try to understand what I'm saying there. All right, let's read a few of these comments just so that you guys can get some ideas on how other people think about this. Let's put on the old specs. Ziushio, this one was from 2 weeks ago. He says, I totally agree with this. When I got married to my wife, she was on 100K and I was on 70K. When we had our beautiful daughter, she stayed at home and opened up her own online business, and I set up mine. Needless to say, we're now far wealthier, and she never saw me as less than her. It pushed me to become my own boss. Women like this one will die alone and will drag you down with them. 457 likes, 28 responses. Gentlemen, there are two different types of women. There are women who understand the nature of teamwork and family and communicating and cooperating and being a helpmate and understanding that in relationships, sometimes the man will fall. And it's not like he needs someone stronger than him to pick him up. He's helping himself up as well. All he needs to get up faster is someone to just help him get that little bit more strength to get up there faster. Ladies, I understand what you're saying, but what I've found in today's day and age is that modern women no longer looking for someone to work with. They're not looking, they say that they're looking for someone to work with, but they're really not. They are literally just looking for someone to take care of them.
I don't work.
So what do you do during the day?
Nothing.
You don't want to work?
No.
So you're just living off of his child support?
I am. And we live with our mother.
And you're proud of that?
Well, we were living with him, and I was a stay-at-home mom. He made the income.
But you can work now, right?
I can, but...
No, but you can go get a job, right?
I could, but I'm not going to. My rent's free, my food is free. My mom's the homeowner. We don't have to pay nothing.
Who covers health insurance?
I do.
What I'm going to do is give you credit, actually. Bring your child support down.
Down?
Monthly, yes, slightly. It's still expensive. $1,093 a month.
That's it?
Well, it would be more if you get a job.
He would pay more if I got a job?
No, it would be more for the child if you got a job. What do you...
That is called laziness. The idea that you need a man to make more than you in order that your lifestyle doesn't go down, even though when two people are working together and sharing expenses, all of those expenses go down. You will still be living above yourself, because if you don't have to take care of him and all of your bills are being cut in half, you're even better off. So I don't understand why you can't think like that. I can't understand why you can't think that, hey, even if this man is making a little less than me, he's providing other things. Because you got to understand that provision isn't just monetary. There is that feeling of protection, that social interaction, that person next to you that could, picking up the kids from school, for example, when you can't get the time off. Oh, the kid is sick. Kids get sick all the time. You can't take your day off from your high-powered job all the time. But you know what? Your husband, hey, he's a little bit more flexible. He can stay home with the kids. You guys can share the time. You take 2 days off. He takes 2 days off. Instead of you taking 4 days out of your vacation, you split that in between the couples. You ladies just don't understand the value of having a man that can just take up the slack. Because all you do is you see this monetary value. Guess what? Imagine getting sick. Imagine getting sick and you no longer making an income. But you know what? Your husband's lower income, little income, still providing enough for you guys to survive until you get back on your feet. Imagine it the other way. Imagine him getting sick, or imagine something happening with him. He can't work. You got it. This is how life works. This is how partnerships work. This is how relationships work. And take it from a man who's been married for 18 years. The value of a relationship isn't in the money. I can guarantee you. As long as you can pay those bills, keep a roof over your family's head, that is literally all you need. Please understand, I use the word need, not want, need. There's a distinct difference. That's all you need. If you can survive, that's all you need for the short term. Then anything extra can provide for your wants. But one thing I've found, that women rarely have the ability to think on a long-term basis. They're not the best investors. They're not the ones investing in stocks. They'll invest in Birkin bags, in Gucci shoes, and all the other designers. They will invest in crap, and they call it investment, but technically all it is spending. Men tend to look at long-term survival. It is part of who we are as a species. It comes from our hunter-gatherer days. Our ancestors understood from day one that there was only a specific time to hunt. When winter came, there was no hunting. We knew that we had to get all the meat we needed to survive and store it, because in the winter, there was no hunting. There was no animals available. So you guys got to understand the mentality of a man is what he brings. And I'm just talking about a good man. I'm not talking about your hood. I hate to even use that word, but Americans, you guys use that word like the hood brothers. I'm not talking about that type of man. This is going to be another discussion. The major subject I'm going to bring up, side note, is how young Americans and older ones, especially in the black community, try to live their lives like rappers and sports figures and movie personalities. I don't get it. Just using the word nigger and calling each other these, it's ridiculous listening to it. And then calling each other the B word as if it's nothing. Growing up, to call a woman a bitch, that was the worst insult. When is it that it moved into, oh, that's acceptable to call it my bitch? It's insane the way the world has moved, where we can use derogatory terms to describe each other and to think that that's respectable. Look out for the video I'm going to be making on how to be a man, how to speak like a man, because we need to change our vocabulary to actually fit who we want to be, especially in the black community. Because it's ridiculous why we keep using these terms and then expecting our kids to grow up to be respectable human beings. I don't get it. Let's read a couple more comments, because I know I sidetracked there a bit, but next one. You can't be that loud and still be surprised that you're single. All right, listen, let's not go with the personal attacks, but that has 2,100 likes to it and 81 comments. Are you getting that much out of just teasing someone for the sake of teasing them, being on the internet? Or should you spend your time, trying to learn and trying to interact and trying to deal with issues, real issues? Okay, let's look at another one. Her 10 years from now, where are all the good men? Question mark. That's going to be an issue for her. For someone like her, yes, it will be. Because, trust me, in my 50s, I've seen quite a few women in their 50s right now and the same problem. A lot of them are there. So I get it. I get that statement. Rest in peace to the man going for women like this. Know your worth, brothers. Stay strong. Agreed. Here's a positive one by Christina. My husband is a stay-at-home parent. He preferred that as I preferred to work. We love it that way. It's our money, not mine. Relationships are 100 on 100, meaning both people are equal. And I agree. We are now living in different times. So ladies, understand, yes, you can be hypergamous if you wish, but there's not a lot of men that are going to respect you for that. In the old days, men provided. Now, in today's modern age, both people are providing. It's going to be a point where, yes, the woman is probably going to make more than the man. But if you disgrace your man, if you choose to humiliate your man because he's making less than you, or I should use the word providing less than you monetarily, then you need to re-examine who you are as an individual, as a human being, as a mother, as a woman. Because I can tell you, like I said earlier, provisions just doesn't come in the form of money. There's a lot more to being able to provide. You got to understand the role of a man as a provider, not just a monetary provider, but everything else. Next subscriber says, you date men above your caliber, but none of these men are with you right now. And you see, this is the thing. This shows you what this woman says is she date men above her caliber. Which men making more money than her would want a woman like this? And this is the thing. Most men don't. Most men wouldn't put up with a woman like her.
I date men above my caliber. So right now, I'm at 70,000 a year. He got to be at 100,000.
Because when you have that amount of money, that is not what you're looking for. You're looking for a woman who wants to be on your program. You can come home to, have a relaxing evening. You don't want to compete with her. You don't want to hear about her business. You want to disconnect from that. You don't want to talk business with her. A man wants peace. He wants to be soothed. He needs the yin from your yang. He is the yin and you're the yang. He don't need another man in the house with him. He needs someone that could calm him down from a hard day of hustling. Nice warm plate of food, rub his feet, ask him how his day is gone. If you don't want to talk about it, you just chill, relax, go do your thing. You're there for him, let him unwind. That is what men of power want. They do not want another woman of power. There's no such thing as two captains on a ship, two pilots in an airline. There's a pilot and a co-pilot. So ladies, understand that what you think you want is not necessarily what's going to make you happy. And more importantly, what you think that you want from a man. And here's the kicker. What you think that you're becoming may be good for you, maybe strokes your ego, but if your goal is to find a suitable mate, it's not going to work. And when I say suitable, I'm talking about a man that you perceive higher than you because of hypergamy. You're not going to get that, because the question you refuse to answer is, a man on that caliber, do he want a woman like me? That is the uncomfortable question you refuse to answer, but it needs answering. Guys, if you're getting value from this, hit that thumbs up button, please. If this is your first time here, subscribe. Listen, these little things mean nothing to you, but for me, it means a lot. It helps me to move this channel along, and so I can actually get some feedback as well. Drop in a comment. Let me know what you think. And of course, I'll try to answer it. This is going to be a regular thing where I'm answering questions that you guys provide me. Okay, here's one with a little bit of humor. Love every word you said. However, I'm subscribing because you look like a wise ancient elf who has lived for thousands of years with priceless wisdom to share. Thanks, Zombie. Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. Hey, but if it works for you, it works, man. Alex Thomas says, my man is broke but respects and loves me so deeply. He cannot pass me in the kitchen without reaching out to steal a kiss or a cuddle. He's so romantic. We have a bath together with candles and films running on laptops, beautiful picnics with amazing views, real love, connection, and respect. It costs nothing. That's what's important. These are the things that are important in life. If you think it's all about money, you're gonna be one really, really miserable, depressed person in the future. Okay, guys, I think that's enough. There's thousands of comments and responses, but listen, I don't want to drag this one video out too long. Guys, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up on this if you're enjoying this. And of course, pop your questions in and hopefully I'll read them on air. I'm hoping to go live shortly. I gotta test it, gotta see if I have the right equipment. This channel grew a lot faster than I anticipated, but hopefully I'll be going live shortly. I also have to get on the same time zone as the US because most of my viewers are Americans. But yeah, thanks so much for your support and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.